Good morning, children. Welcome to our video lecture. In today's video, we are going to study soil erosion and degradation and soil conservation. So let's start with soil erosion and degradation. A layer of soil, top layer of soil, gets removed due to wind or water. This means that the soil gets eroded. Running water, climate, and diversity in physiography are reasons of soil erosion. Now, children, this concept of soil erosion you must have already studied in science and geography in your lower standard as well. Now, what is soil erosion? The layer of the soil, the top layer of the soil, gets removed due to wind or water. Now, the places where the trees are not grown, in such areas, what happens when there is a heavy wind blowing or there is a heavy rainfall, the top layer of the soil gets washed away. This means that the soil gets eroded. Running water, climate, and diversity in physiography are the reasons of soil erosion. The soil quality may get lowered due to certain reasons. This is called degradation of soil. Now, sometimes the quality of the soil is getting lowered, and that is known as degradation of soil. To obtain a higher agricultural yield, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, weedicides, etc. are used. Now, already in the previous video, I had explained you all that in order to get more crops, usually farmers, what they do, they are adding fertilizers in order to protect the crops from the pest. They are adding insecticides, or in order to avoid the unwanted crops to grow, they are spraying weedicides. So all these are the chemicals which affect the quality of the soil, and thus there is a soil degradation. The excessive spraying of chemicals and the use of chemical fertilizers leads to soil degradation. So here what happens when there is excessive more use of the chemicals, the soil's fertility get reduced and thus the soil become degraded. Excessive irrigation draws the salts from the soil upwards and makes the soil saline and then unproductive. Now, sometimes if the particular plant they required more water and if there is less rainfall, so in such situation the farmers has to provide more water to the land, so in which the excessive more irrigation draws the salt from the soil upwards and thus makes the soil saline. It is becoming salty and then it becomes unproductive. Due to the excessive use of chemicals, their residues remain in the soils for many years. So the chemicals which are sprayed on the plants or which are mixed up into the soil, their residue, their remains are there for a longer period of time into the soil. They become a threat to the existence of microorganisms in the soil. So usually farmers, what they do, they are spraying pesticides or weedicides, or maybe they are spraying chemical fertilizers in order to protect their plants and in order to get more production. But ultimately, this chemical is also affecting the microorganisms which are present in the soil, and thus it becomes danger for the life of the microorganisms present in the soil. It leads to the lowering of the humus content in the soil, and the plants do not get micronutrients. So obviously, as the way we need, human body needs require protein, calcium, nutrients, all such things. In similar manner, plants also need nutrients to grow, but due to the humus content in the soil which has reduced, the plants do not get micronutrients. If the pH of the soil thus gets disturbed, it is a sign of soil degradation. So, if the pH, now what is pH? pH is the acidity or the alkalinity of a substance is determined with the help of pH value. Okay, so whether the land is fertile or not, whether the water is suitable for drinking or no. So all these things are checked from the pH value of that particular substance, and that is known as pH. Okay, so if the pH of the soils does get disturbed, then it is the sign of a soil degradation. Now children, in your book you can see there are certain words like soil erosion, soil degradation, this pH, and there are many more words in your book which are marked with this blue color. In order to get the proper meaning of these words, you can refer page number 75 to page number 80 in your textbook, where they have given the meaning in detail, meaning of all these words in detail. Okay, so you can read those words and you will be able to understand the meaning of these words in detail. Okay, now next we are going to start with soil conservation. Now what is soil conservation? We have already studied about soil erosion and degradation. So how the soil erosion takes place, how the soil gets washed away, and how the fertility of the soil is reduced. So when we have some problem, we also need to find some solution. So soil conservation is the solution to this soil erosion and soil degradation. Okay, so conservation means protection. How we are going to protect the soil from getting eroded or degraded. So let's start. Considering the importance of soils, it is necessary to conserve it. So already in the previous video we have studied how much soil is important in our life. It is not only important for human beings, but it is also important for plants, animals, microorganisms, and all the living creatures on the earth. So considering the importance of soil, it is also important to protect the soil or to conserve the soil. It is necessary to protect the fertile soils of farmlands from getting washed out due to rains. So it is necessary, very important, to protect the fertile soil of farmland, the soil which is used for agricultural activity. If it is getting washed out due to rains, how are we going to protect it? Let's study. Soil conservation includes the works like construction of embankments and planting trees on them. On the next page, we will see what is this embankment. So here, how are we going to conserve or protect the soil, especially from getting washed out due to rain? So we have to construct the embankment. Now embankment means kind of compound or obstruction. Okay, so when we are putting or when we construct a compound, the things are getting protected, they are getting obstructed. Okay, so that is kind of embankment. And of course, planting trees on them. So when the trees are planted, the roots of the trees are holding the soil and it does not allow them to get washed out. Constructions of gully plugs against the steep slope, etc. Such works are taken up by the Department of Soil Conservation. So all this work is being looked after by the Department of Soil Conservation, that is looked after by the governmental department. Planting trees can also control the velocity of the wind. So what happens? When the trees are planted and the trees grow big, they are also controlling the velocity, the speed of the wind, because the wind which is flowing very fast, it gets obstructed when the big trees are coming in their way. Okay. This helps reducing the erosion of the soil by wind. So we have already studied that there are two causes of soil erosion. One is heavy rainfall and the second is the wind which is blowing at the higher or the greater speed. So when the trees are planted and when the speed of the wind is blocked or obstructed by the trees, so obviously the erosion of the soil will also be reduced, which occurs due to the wind. The plant roots hold the soil and this also reduces the erosion of the soil. Under the conservation, the continuous counter trenches, that is also known as CCTs. See here, you can see in this picture, this is known as CCT, that is continuous counter trenches. You can see they have done here this is plantation done and then there is a compound kind of thing which has been done here. Again there is a plantation and again there is a breakdown. So like this is done continuously on the mountain, you can see. So because of this, what happened, let's see here, are constructed along the slope. So this continuous counter trenches are constructed along the slope, especially in the mountainous region. Construction of such trenches at the different height checks the velocity of the water running along the slope and hence reduces soil erosion. So now here you can see what happened because of this continuous counter trenches. What happened? There is a breakdown. If this is not there, when there is a rainfall here, this entire soil will just flow down along with the water. But as this is broken down here, what happened? The soil which is coming from here with the water, it get obstructed here. It gets stopped here and thus the soil gets protected. Again further, when the soil is moving further, it gets stopped down here and it is protected. Okay, so in this manner, the soil is protected from getting washed away. And hence there is reduction or the reduce in the soil erosion. The water arrested in the trenches percolates into the ground, and one more use of this particular trenches is the water which is arrested, the water which is obstructed, stopped at this trenches, it gets percolated. Percolated means you all know, getting entered into the ground. So after sometimes the water remains there and then it gets percolated, it enters into the ground. The government of Maharashtra has implemented the watershed, that is the catchment area development program, under which constructing embankments along slopes in the rural areas, introducing CCTs along steep slopes, etc. are undertaken. So here you can see there are different pictures. This is afforestation, means growing more trees. As we have already studied, when the trees are grown, the roots of the trees are holding the soil. Then this is CCT, that is constructing counter trenches. Then this is counter bonding, where you can see With the soil itself, they have done the compound, small obstacles they have done, that is kind of compound, because of which the water, it gets stopped or it get obstructed. Okay, so this is all which is the projects are undertaken by the government of Maharashtra. They have implemented the watershed, that is the catchment area development program, under which the constructing embankments along the slopes in the rural areas. This leads to the success of the scheme Arrest Water, Let It Percolate. So what is the scheme? Arrest water, that is stop water, and let it percolate, let it enter into the ground. So because of which what happened? The water of the ground, the level of the groundwater also increases, and this water which is increased into the ground, we can use this water later on in the winter and summer season through the tube wells or through the wells. So this has resulted in the rising the groundwater level and reducing the erosion of the soil. Recently, the government has launched the scheme called Jalayukt Shivar. Under this scheme, works like construction of farm bunds, arresting water of small streams, connecting the streams, etc. are being carried out on the large scale. So now again the government has undertaken other scheme, and which is known as Jalayukt Shivar. Under this scheme, they have started constructing small bunds, as I had shown you all this picture. These are the small bunds which are constructed with the soil itself, and thus it protects the soil from getting eroded, arresting the water, that is not allowing the water to flow but to stop it, and thus connecting it into the streams, and which helps the conservation or the protection of the water. It is advisable to reduce the excessive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. If organic manures, vermicompost, compost are used regularly, it helps maintain the pH balance, increase the proportion of humus, and retain the fertility of soil. So thus it is advisable, or it is told by the government, that if the farmers reduce the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, other than that, if they use the organic manure, the manure which is prepared from the decomposition of the cow dung of buffalo, or maybe from the other waste, or the vermicompost, then it will help to maintain the pH balance of the soil, and also it will increase the proportion of humus, and the fertility of the soil will remain as it is. Keeping the farmland fallow for some period and cultivating different crops alternatively is important to help the fertility of soils. So keeping the farmland fallow means uncultivated for some times, and then cultivating different crops alternatively is very important to help retain or regain the fertility of soils. So with this, we have completed with the lesson soils. If you want to study or you want to know something more about this soil, then they had given here, look for me elsewhere, class 7 science lesson number 3, also it deals with soil. Class 6 geography lesson number 7, also it tells us about the soil. And class 4 environmental studies food for all also tells us about the soil and the importance of soil, how we get the food, how the soil is important, and how we get the food with the help of the soil. So, as we have completed with the lesson, I hope you must have understood the lesson. Children, stay home, stay safe, study well, and take care of yourself. Thank you.